Up to this point, what we were talking about is that how we can draw we draw a 2D drawings in AutoCAD, um, and we learn how to do that. And from this point, I want to slowly move to the 3D drawing and show how we can actually uh, draw a 3D object. To do that, again, I'm gonna start from this Start tab here. If you open your AutoCAD, usually when you open the AutoCAD, you are in Drawing 1 um, tab, something like that. So go back in the Start tab if you are not, and then, as I said, it's much easier to start from the template. So again, if I want to start from template, I have two options we are using at this point. One of them is the AutoCAD 3D, which is help us to start a 3D drawing in feet and inches. And then there is, if you scroll down, there is the AutoCAD ISO 3D, which let us to draw in 3D using the metric units. So I just click on that on AutoCAD ISO 3D and show you how we can use that. So if I click on that, it's gonna open the 3D canvas for me. So if you look at it, this is the canvas switch from the 2D that we used to use it to 3D. So when we had it here before, it's 2D canvas we have, and then it switches in 3D canvas that we will using. Now, before we go ahead again, if you look at these menus here that we use it up to this point, these menus are for 2D drawings. If this is the very first time that you open the 3D canvas or template, still you are gonna see whatever drawing, whatever menu you used the very last time. To get the menu, to get the 3D menu, what you need to do is that you come here where it is into the status bar, and there's that gearbox here. If you click on that, it will open this basically the workspace that you can choose. The very first one is the drafting and annotation, which is the one that we are using for 2D drawing. And if we choose that one, this is the top menu we get here is associated with that. The next one that we are not going to use it, but is the 3D basics and provide us with some basics uh, commands. And I will just click on that to see. Look at this top menu here, that what we have up here, and see how it's going to change as soon as I click on the 3D basic. So if I go ahead and click on the 3D basic, you will see this top menu here is changing to some basic 3D command that we can use it. But this is most likely this is not what we are gonna use unless the drawing we are gonna do is gonna be very basic. For 3D drawing, we choose this one, the 3D modeling menu. And as soon as I click on that, is this top menu here that we have up here is going to change to the full 3D modeling format. And so it's going to be like that. So if you want to do the 2D, if you need to bring up the 2D menus drawing, make sure you click on the drafting and annotation. If you want to bring the 3D, click on the 3D modeling. So to bring up this menu here. So after we have this menu here, and we get this menu, so we can start to do the 3D drawing. Before I actually start to use it, let's very quickly go over some of these panels and so that in the 3D interface to see what it is. The very first panel we have it here, that's gonna the modeling panel. It provides some commands and tools for 3D drawing. For example, here if you click on the box or that arrow that is beneath that, it provides us if we need to draw some of the basic geometry in 3D. usually whatever we are going to draw is not going to be any of them, and we end up using other commands. But if it is one of those simple geometry, we can come here and use one of them. Next to that, also there are uh, some of other commands that we can generate a 3D objects from the 2D surface, and these are and the one next to that, this one is the press bowl is the one that we actually use them a lot to do the 3D drawing. Um, skip these two for now. This one here is the same as we had for the 2D drawing, a little bit rearrange the icon, but it's the same thing. So we can draw the polyline, or draw the line, or draw the arc, or the circle, or any of those things that if you want to do any 2D drawing in these 3D views. The next one is just similar to what we had in 2D, just modifying like the moving or copying or trimming on all those commands that we had in the 2D view. So these are the modified that we have here. The next one is the section plane that I'm going to talk about it later, and as we practice as a section, if we have the 3D object and we want to create a section to see what's happening inside that 3D object, that's the panel we are going to use it later on. The next one is this coordinate panel. This is the one of the most important panel that we are going to use it a lot, and I'm going to walk you through that in detail how we use this coordinate to see that. So if you look at here again, look at the coordinate system here that we have, and then we use this panel to control that coordinate system that's shown here. The next one also we use that a lot, and also I will go in detail on how we use it, is the view panel. And basically this view panel, with this view panel you control how you view things, from which angle or side you are going to view things, and what you are going to view, what you are not going to view. So basically it doesn't change anything, it just lets you to change the point of view that you look at that. And the rest of them, so some of them we will go through them later on, for example the layers and this one here, the base. And the bottom of the screen is the same as we had before. So these are the layout that we will learn later on how we use them to create the 2D views from 3D objects. And the status bar is as we had in 2D before, is what we used.